Hi guys, I'm back for more relationship advice. I wanted to kind of get into more of the relationship thing instead of just the general flirting part. I want to talk to you guys today about just being in a relationship in general. Like, how to be good in a relationship. Like, for guys, we don't want them to be too demurring. Like, us girls, we like having a guy that doesn't try and control everything we do, right? We don't want to sit there with a guy saying, do this, no, don't join that, don't do this. Because then we feel, well, I don't have any free will. If I go and do what I want to do, then my boyfriend's just going to get mad at me. So why don't I just break up with him? Because he's getting in the way of the things I want to do, right? And yes, it's okay to want to consult. Like, the guy maybe just wants to hear about you joining instead of you just walking up to him and saying, hey, I joined this. Of course he wants to be aware that you're going to join, but he can't tell you not to. And in my opinion, this is just a little bit of side advice. If a guy ever tells you not to do something you want to do, it's in your right to go ahead and do it. And if he breaks up with you, he's not worth it. So that's just my advice. And basically, with that in mind, we don't want him to be too easygoing, right? Because while we may not realize it, if you want to go out and smoke weed or cigarettes and stuff like that, and your boyfriend says not to, and you think, oh, well, he's controlling me, it's probably a good idea. You could end up with lung cancer one day, or you could be dead. And I mean, while it seems unfair, he's looking out for your health, and that's a good thing. It's a very, very good thing. So, once again, with that in mind, it's a good thing because like, for example, if he gets a little overprotective and stuff like that, I mean, we want him to be protective, but we don't want him to be overprotective. Like, if a guy comes up to you and gives you a friendly hug, like for me, I have a lot of guy friends, and if I'm not even allowed to give one of them a hug without my boyfriend getting mad at me, that's a big turnoff. I hate that. Because these guys are my friends, and I've probably known them longer than I've known him to begin with. So, I mean, it sets me off when a guy just randomly comes into my life. So it's telling me I can't be friends or hug the guys that I've been hugging for years. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of sets me back a little bit there, because nobody likes a guy telling you what to do. So, the other thing is that, let me see, I'm trying to think of other things that, with that in mind, we want you to be a little protective. Like, when a guy turns around and starts, like, saying, I love you, Hannah, I love you, we want our boyfriend to be protective. If a guy comes up and tries to punch us in the face, we want our boyfriend to jump in and say, don't touch her, she's my woman. You know, we want you guys to be like that, because we want you guys to, it makes us feel like we're protected and we're safe when we're with you. So it's a protective feeling. Like, when I'm with Sasha and he has his arms around me, I feel safe. Like, completely safe. Like, I feel like if a million bullets fell down from the sky right there, they would just come down around us because I'm completely safe. I wouldn't get hurt at all. It's an amazing feeling, and I'm glad that I have that. Well, some others don't feel safe with their boyfriends. If you don't even feel safe with your own boyfriend, you guys shouldn't even be together. I mean, you can at least build that up. But if it's going nowhere fast, it's probably not going to work. And I'm sorry if that's too blunt or hurtful, but it probably won't. And by the way, what I'm telling you guys now is my experience with how, because I'm a solid romantic, and I'm just telling you the truth. These are honest facts. Nobody likes a controlling boyfriend. No one likes guys telling them what to do. It's just truth. Now, the other thing is that when there's something important to us, like, for example, I'm just gonna say our family or our cat or something like that. Our pets are our family and stuff like that. well, we don't like like, for example, let's say you love your cat. Your cat's like your best friend. You do everything together. You take it out for walks. You love your cat. And then your boyfriend comes in and says, I hate your cat. I want you to get rid of it. It's the stupidest, ugliest cat ever. Dude, you're not winning any points with us. We're not going to like you if you insult the stuff that we love. Or if we're important about. Like, okay, I've had it where guys have come up to me and I've told them something like, you guys know that I'm Wiccan, right? And there's a lot of controversy about whether or not that's a religion or not, and I don't mind what you guys think, but if you go and look it up, it's there. And as much as I understand that how people may not find it a religion, I don't really know what else to call it. There's no other word for it, so we might as well just call it a religion. But anyway, so it's my religion. I've had people come up to me and say, the stuff that you're practicing and stuff like that, it's not right. You shouldn't believe in it. Trust me. And I'm like, but that's my belief. You can't just tell me not to believe something when I do. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can't tell someone that. So I found that a little kind of annoying. But I guess I'm gonna move on to what girls should be like with their guys. Now that the guys got a general idea of what girls like and don't like. The thing with what guys want from how girls should behave is that they really have to respect the guy. Because a guy has enough troubles expressing his feelings most of the time. It's worse enough when a girl belittles him, speaks down on him. I've seen this many, many times where the guy is completely in love with the girl and the girl's just like, whatever, I'm going to cheat on you with every single guy I know. Well, then why are you even in a relationship? That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when someone cheats on someone else. Like, if you don't want to be with this person, or you're not willing to be committed to a person, why are you even in a relationship with them? I've never got that. So, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. And as you can see, I've got a lot of things to say on this topic, and I'm having a lot of fun making this video because it's letting me blow off some steam on my own relationships, and it's making me happy. So anyway, girls, this is how you should be with your boyfriend. You should give him a little bit of space, but also when it comes to the boyfriend, and I'm going to jump back here a few steps, boyfriend should also not be stupid and say, I'm going to break up with you because you're spending too much time with me. But that's the whole point. You're supposed to spend time. I don't get that. But that's also the same, because recent happened to me. A girl broke up with one of my best friends because he was spending too much time with her. Like, I mean, he hung out with her at lunchtime, that's it. And she said that was too much. So, I think she was just looking for drama, but whatever. And, it's just, give him a little bit of space, but don't give him like a lot of space, because then, you know, it has to be balanced. Don't give him too much, but don't give him too little. Otherwise, he will either think that you won't leave him alone, or you're not spending enough time with him. So just, there will be some guys, if you're lucky or not lucky, depending on what you like, that will want to spend most of their waking hour with you. For example, and it depends on how you feel about the guy as well, because with Dylan, I didn't want to spend every waking hour with him. I was just like, I'd lie to get myself out of hanging out with him. I mean, it's not that I didn't want to hang out with him or that I didn't love him or anything. It was just all the time. I didn't want to hang out with him all the time. I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him. Like, I didn't want to spend time with him all the time, 24/7. However, with Sasha, it's different. Like, I want to hang out with him every day, like, all the second, and when I'm not hanging out with him, even if it's for just an hour, I start to feel a bit lonely. And I just, you know, it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain, but as a girl, the way I see it is, you should be there with your boyfriend. I mean, or at least let him know that you hate being away from him. Try and get stuff out of your boyfriend without being too... There is a trick to that, and I've learned the secret. And I actually learned it with Dylan because he's so closed-minded, and I've used it on Sasha a few times. First off, if you want to make him admit that he loves you, really, the best way is if you know for sure he does, he just won't admit it. Use what's it called? It's when you, reverse psychology, that's it, reverse psychology. Use reverse psychology on them and saying, you don't love me. I know you don't love me. I'm so ugly. What? You know, you don't even love me. And almost 99.9% of the time, if they really love you, they'll turn around and be like, that's not true, I do love you. And then you're just like, huh, so he does love me. I've used that so many times. It works every time for me, and I just love using it. I don't have too much to say about how girls should be with their boyfriends because I think it's kind of obvious. You shouldn't cheat on them. You should treat them with respect, and you should trust them. I mean, unless they're rotten pigs, which some guys are. No offense. No offense. But, I don't know really much about that because I'm not a guy. I don't know what most guys want in a girl. If you want me to redo or just make a new video about what guys want in girls, I will. But I need you guys to inbox me because I have no idea on that subject really, besides what I've already said. The reason I know a lot about what a girl wants from a guy is because I am a girl, and I can relate, and I know a lot of girls, so I have a lot of examples, and I can kind of move it together more. So anyway, I guess that's the end of this video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.